Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red. Thursday morning, cold and still icy and slippery. So there we are. Matthew chapter 15, verse 18. Jesus, having spoken to the disciples regarding how food is eliminated, he now says in verse 18 of Matthew, "But the things that proceed out of the mouth come from the heart, and those defile the man." But the things, so he's saying, it's not what you eat and the way you eat it, and it's not how you wash and the preparation you give it, but what defiles the man is what comes out of the heart. So it's not this, that's not what does it. That's what the religious order is saying. No, that's not it, Jesus is saying to the disciples. What defiles the man is what comes out of his mouth, because it reveals what's in his heart. And what's in our heart, it always comes out of our mouths by the things we say, by the tone we have in the way that we speak. You know, we can manage an element of suppression, as is how we feel. We can disguise who we are for a time. But when you're with people long enough, eventually they reveal the true identity that they represent. And so that's why you need time with people to discover who they are. Most of the time in churches, we never really discover who we are because we don't spend enough time together. You know, an hour here and a half hour there and an hour. But that's not enough time. To be the community of God and to live as a community of God, we need to be spending time with each other. But so often we don't spend time with each other because we don't really want to reveal to each other who we really are. Because when we do, we discover just exactly what we are. Now, when Jesus comes into our lives, all of that can change because we are a new person. But there's a process to go through before that new person is reshaped within our identity. And so when Jesus says, what comes out of the person's mouth reveals what's in his heart, that's what defile him. And the word defile means to spoil what was precious, to, as it were, represent imperfection about something that was once perfect. And the fact is, we were once perfect. We wasn't made like this. We was made to be a reflection of who God is. But our rebellion, inheritance from Adam, has given us a nature that instinctively rebels against God. And so we are living, if you like, for ourselves and not under the guidance and the inspiration of God. And that's why things break down. That's why things don't work in the way that God intended them to be. But when we come back to God, God is on that journey of renewing us so that what's in our hearts is a reflection of who God is. You know, one of the means by which God uses to bring about newness of life is to use his word to challenge the things that we do, the things that we think, and the things that we say. And that's the privilege of being restored to God. He is bringing this renewal of perfection back into our lives in a way that can be seen by the way we speak and the tone we have, because it reveals a God of love who lives in our hearts. Have a great day, and I'll see you on Friday morning. God bless you.